Hi everyone, this is Aynsley from Clarity. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the CEO. We decided to record this video for our private sale investors because I'm aware that a number of you haven't either been getting our emails or are far too busy to read those emails, which I appreciate because our inboxes are flooded these days, or for some reason you've just missed out on a few bits and pieces. So if you've been reading our emails and you've been keeping up to date with everything, or you've seen us in the last couple of weeks, then this video is probably going to be no use to you whatsoever. But if for whatever reason you haven't seen those videos, you haven't spoken to us, you haven't seen any emails, and you're wondering what's going on with Clarity and what we're up to, what we've been doing for the last couple of months and where we're going for the next couple of months, then please stay tuned and let's go through it. So the first thing I wanted to cover really is the public pre-sale. So if you remember, we decided that the market was so quiet at the time. ICOs were very, very quiet. The crypto market itself was in decline. And we were advised by our lawyers, by the guys from the States, from our ICO advisors, and from a number of other people that it would be really, really silly and foolish of us to go for a full public sale when we were intending to do so in November. So we decided to release a small number of tokens, dip our toe in the water, as it were, just to see how things went and to see whether there was any bite or not, or whether we were actually right to hold back. And it was very, very clear very early on in the first few days in November that was the case, that we shouldn't continue with the public pre-sale, we shouldn't continue to advertise it, and there was no point whatsoever spending any money on marketing or promoting it because it was going to be a complete waste of time and a bad return on investment. So we stopped doing that. You probably heard nothing about the public pre-sale, and we just let it run because the smart contract on blockchain was operating, and rather than stopping the sale, we just let it continue. And in fact, we were potentially thinking that the market may pick up in the December period or before Christmas or even quickly in the new year. And if so, then the contract would have just run. Now, clearly the contract finished on the 6th of January. And again, it just fizzled out effectively. There were a few people who bought in that sale and they have received their tokens. Now, again, a point on tokens. We decided that when we were doing the public pre-sale, that at the end of the sale, we would release the tokens. So that meant for the people in the bounty program, so those were people who were sending out tweets for us and who were helping the army, who were helping with promotion, putting blogs on Medium and sending out some videos and doing other bits and pieces in return for some bounty rewards. So that bounty program, we decided also to release those tokens at the end of the public pre-sale. And for all the private sale investors, we decided to release the tokens at the end of, at the end of the public pre-sale, which is on the 6th of January. Now, Amy has been sending out various videos and emails with instructions on how, as a private sale investor, you can get yourself a wallet address so that we can send you the tokens. Now, I know about half of you have done that and have gone through the process and have had no problems, and it's a manual process, and we're going to be distributing those tokens to you over the next week or so, so you should get your hands on those tokens pretty soon. For those of you that haven't done, so there's about half of you that haven't done that, we've changed the way we're doing it because obviously the sale has ended and the token sale site has stopped. Potentially for some, it's going to be easier. We've also recorded some videos or put some links in to some videos. So really, I would encourage you to get your wallet address, get it to us so that we can send you the tokens. If you've got any problems whatsoever, just contact Amy. She'll be able to walk you through some of the processes. I know I've certainly helped some friends and family, and I know other people have as well. So we're getting through the process of helping people who don't know what to do and help them move forward. But we have sent more detailed step-by-step instructions. But again, if you've got any problems whatsoever, then contact Amy. Now, we know who's signed up, who's gone through the process, who's been issued tokens, and who hasn't. So we obviously will be dealing really carefully with those in the end who haven't yet done anything, and we'll do whatever we can to help you get your tokens. So just bear in mind it is a manual process and we are getting through everybody, so don't worry, you will get your tokens. You're not going to miss out. It's also worth really reminding everybody that the whole world of blockchain is brand new. The whole world of cryptocurrencies and tokens is brand new, and all the software and the programs written are really written by computer geeks. And they're written by geeks for geeks. They all get it, but the average Joe doesn't. The user interfaces are not easy. It's really not a simple click as we now become to expect with technology. Well, they're moving that way with blockchain, but it's not really there yet. So bear in mind, it is quite clunky still. Now, we've taken the best way we think and the easiest way we think to get through all that quagmire. So whilst you might think it's tricky and be a bit grumbly, and some people have been a bit grumbly with us, it's a tricky process. We have tried our very, very best to find the easiest way for you to get your hands on tokens and to create a wallet address. So again, if something simpler comes up, we will be keeping you informed. Now, it's also really worth mentioning that we've appointed a new CTO. That's Ross Hoolan. He joined the team in December, and his role has been to take our vision for the Clarity platform, to understand from an architecture and from a technological perspective the best software to be writing it in, the best places to be holding it and keeping it and storing that, the software we need to hook into, the platforms we need to be leveraging off. And he's taking our vision and putting it into more architecture speak so that our dev team can really understand what we're trying to achieve and move forward in the best possible way. So we've been doing that over the last month or so, and we've got a really strong, big business requirements documents. And Steve, the COO, and Ross, our CTO, have been in constant meetings with the dev team and moving it forward. So we anticipate being able to launch phase 1 of the platform in April. Now, that's way ahead of where we had intended to do. Now, if you remember, we were looking to raise money in the ICO, raise a substantial funds to not only fund the development, but to fund the acquisition of customers and the team and build and move forward. Well, we haven't had that sale. So we're running lean, and we've done it the best way we can. So we're keeping lean, keeping our costs down, but still delivering the project. And we're really excited that phase 1 is likely to be ready in April. Now, that's fantastic news. It's fantastic for the market, because the market looks at us and says, well, despite the fact that things are quiet, you guys have got on, have put your heads down and are moving forward. So it's great for investors. It's great for the market. It's great for us. It's really exciting, to be honest. And we're really looking forward to moving forward. When we've been reading the tech specs and the tech documents, it's great to see what we had thought about in June actually coming into reality. So we reckon it won't be a full-scale platform, obviously, because there's so much to do. And that's why we call it the Clarity Project, because it's a huge task ahead of us. But we will hopefully get phase 1 done by the end of April. Now, that's probably 6 months ahead of where we wanted to be. So we're very excited about that. We've been having lots of conversations with accountants, because accountants are probably going to be the ones that are going to be selling it to small businesses. They're certainly the ones that get it straight away. And they've been very, very excited by what we're doing, because 1, it helps them scale advisory. 2, it plugs a gap where the world of technology has completely decreased the price for doing accounts and tax returns generally. And with the government bringing in Making Tax Digital in April, that's going to further put pressure on accountants and their pricing and compliance. So they see this as a beautiful way of them deriving new income, of advising businesses better, of helping all their team be able to do that. So not just at partner level or manager level, but for the entire team to be able to do that. So they've been very excited. Now, there's a number of tools around at the moment that accountants use from a technological perspective, and some that certainly Steve, Luke, and I have used in our accounting practices. And we kind of understand the downfalls and those and the pits and where those aren't quite connecting. And it's been really interesting talking to accountants and getting an understanding from them as well. So just making sure it's not just us. But what kept being brought to our attention was that the fact that accountants don't want to spend a lot of time taking a piece of software and then trying to meld it and mold it to their firm. They wanted to be able to run pretty much out of the box. And they want it simplified in a way that business owners really, really, truly understand what the software is trying to achieve and what it's telling them and the insights it's giving them. So we're going to launch that with phase 1, and it's going to be what we think is potentially a really, really strong game-changing platform for accountants to use straight away. Now, clearly the functionality won't be completely built out, but we will be able to show people where we're going with the program and with the platform. And accountants certainly have been very, very keen to get involved in our accounting community. And some of them are private sale investors, have been really keen to get involved at an early stage. Now, with a public sale, we've been saying to people, we'll do a public sale when the market increases. Well, let's be honest, the market has been quiet, but all indications are that the market will increase over the next couple of months. And particular people are expecting that that's going to be probably by the end of the March, the market will have not recovered, but it will certainly be on an upward swing. Now that's really, really important for us because lots of people coming to Clarity are coming new. So they're getting in at really the low end of the market and are ready to rise with the market as and when the market increases. So that's really good from our perspective, but also it gives us a little bit more certainty and a little bit more proactivity to the market. So we're saying that assuming the market picks up and it's moving by the end of March, then giving us enough time to do some promotion and promote our sale and advertise and do the necessary work in the background, we're expecting that our public sale will be in May. So that's, again, hugely exciting for us. Not only will we have potentially phase one of the platform live, we'll then be looking for public sale, which will, by all accounts, everybody's saying those that are sticking with it and companies like Clarity that are sticking with it and that have got actually a product before ICO, which is completely unusual in the market. I know that doesn't make sense for normal businesses, but in a blockchain market, that's unusual. We're ahead of the game and we're best placed for a public sale. So again, really, really great news for us, and we're really excited about that. We've got a huge number of events coming up, and you'll probably have noticed over the summer we were doing a lot of publicity events promoting the sale. During November and December, we were able to go to a number of events on the back of other people. So we were invited to speak, we were invited to have stands. And so that was really, really great from our perspective because we were able to continue to get the word out there from a Clarity perspective, and we were doing it in the most cost-efficient way possible for the business. Well, again, in February, we've got a number of events that, again, we're speaking at or we're attending, and there's reasons why we're going to be there. So again, getting the word out from a Clarity perspective in the best, most cost-efficient way possible. So we've got a number of events. The first one is in Cheltenham. It's on the 5th of Feb. Sorry, Amy's with me in the background. So if I've got stuck with dates, she's going to chip in. So if you see me looking off camera, that's why I'm just verifying some dates. So on the 5th of Feb, we've got our first event, and that's with Circle to Success. And that's a thought leadership piece on blockchain. So I'm going to be talking to business owners about what blockchain is, debunking some of the myths, and explaining to them about the potential impact on blockchain across a number of industries and how it's potentially the most disruptive force coming. Now, lots of people are thinking, oh, blockchain will come after the Internet of Things, will come after machine learning and artificial intelligence improvements, and it'll be 5-10 years hence. Well, that's not true. Blockchain is happening now. And many of the commentators, and particularly those that I spoke to in San Jose at Silicon Valley with Intuit, they were saying that actually blockchain is going to give the foundations and the solidity and going to give the trustworthiness of data for the and the contracts and smart contracts and the ability and the functionality to enable AI and machine learning and the Internet of Things to really take off. So blockchain isn't going to be the cherry on top. They reckon blockchain is going to be the driving force pushing AI, machine learning, and the Internet of Things forward. So we're going to be talking about thought leadership on blockchain. Please, if you're in the Cheltenham area, we'd love to see you. Pop along, and we'll happily have a chat and have a catch up. We've also got Buy One, Give One, B1G1X. That's happening in London. It's on the 11th and 12th of February, and that's in Westminster. So again, if you're around London, we'll be there maybe a couple of days beforehand and a couple of days afterwards, set up and taking down. So we'd love to connect with you if you're around. Obviously, if you're in B1G1, then please come to B1G1X and we can connect there as well. It's an amazing event, a great conference, great like-minded people all together sharing ideas on business, on giving, on making an impact. A really, really stunning event. Great to connect with so many fantastic people. So if you are part of Buy One, Give One, then I would really look at seeing how you could get involved with B1G1X. So that's kind of the mini conference. So it's B1 and G1X for the UK. I think there's one coming for the Northern Hemisphere in the next couple of days, or sorry, not the next couple of days, the next couple of months. I think there might be one in September, October, possibly. We're not sure if this is going to be the B1G1X or if there's going to be another one as well. So Buy One, Give One, really great event. And also we're going to be at QuickBooks Connect, which I think is the 25th and 26th of February. And that's at Tower Bridge, Old Billingsgate. So again, we're going to be there. The team are going to be there. So if you're interested in connecting or chatting with us, then we'd love to see you. So lots happening over the next couple of weeks. We are continuing to, so there was also a question by a number of people. The private sale closed at various stages as we were moving forward through a public sale. So the first private sale closed in probably June, July time. We then opened it again in October, November time in anticipation of another public sale. And that didn't happen, so we've opened it again. So for those of you who are unaware that we are in private sale, and maybe this has got lost in translation, we are in private sale. The rates of private sale have increased at each stage, so nobody has lost out. Those that got involved early have had the best bonuses. Those that have got involved later have been coming in at significantly higher prices. And we anticipate that the prices for private sale will rise now between now till May, and we're going to ratchet it on a monthly basis, encouraging people to get involved earlier and obviously rewarding those for getting involved earlier. Now, even the current rates are probably between 5 to 3 times what some people put in. So certainly it's a lot higher than the initial investors. So I don't want you to think that you've missed out. Wherever possible, we've looked after the people who've invested and who've purchased tokens and who've gotten involved with us and invested in us at an earlier stage. And they've certainly been looked after, and we've given them the maximum rewards. So we're currently looking still to get some money in private sale. We want to make the company as robust as possible. We don't want it to be just a traditional SaaS company, which is software as a service, which is any online platform. We, of course, want it to be an amazing, full-scale, big, scalable blockchain project. But we just want to protect ourselves, and we want to make sure that we've got enough money to take the project beyond April to say, hang on a sec, we now need to develop this further and further and further. And so what we're looking to do is give ourselves a buffer to at least December in case the private sale gets delayed slightly. So that's why the public sale is still available. So if you do know anybody who's interested in getting involved, or you have spoken to anybody in the past, or you think that you have some buddies that might be involved, then we're really, really happy, clearly, to talk to anybody about private sale. You know, you will actually get rewarded as well for referring. So there is a bonus program for you. It's a 15% reward of the tokens that those people will purchase. So you'll be rewarded for referring, and we'll certainly take on the speaking to those people if you know of anybody interested. So love to chat to you as well if you want to get in touch with me directly and have a chat with me about on any questions that have arisen from today. Happy to take those calls, clearly. And I think we hope you're as excited as we are for the future of Clarity. We are driven for 2019. We see this as a really, really exciting year ahead, and we can't wait for the coming weeks. We love our work and we love coming to work every day, but we're really excited for the events that are coming up for April, when we hopefully have our hands on an element of the platform that we're able to talk to people about and show people, and actually get some paying customers on board, which would be quite cool, and potentially the public sale in May, and even the development and future growth of the platform. We've also got some very interesting strategic partners that are asking to get involved. And again, that's really, really exciting for us. So we've got a big year ahead. We're really excited. And if we can help you in any way, or we've got any queries that we can answer for you, just get in touch. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you some background and fills in some gaps, hopefully. And for those of you who haven't seen any emails or haven't chosen to read any emails, then hopefully that's given you some valuable information too. So please get in touch with any of us. And particularly if you've got some queries on how to get your hands on the Clarity tokens, then please contact Amy. So look forward to seeing you all over the coming year. All the best. Thank you.